wanted to walk you through how to meal prep today. And what I did was I put together from soup to nuts, basically what I do on Saturdays or Sundays, mostly Sundays, and everything from the planning piece to the shopping piece to the chopping piece, and then walk through each of these different elements of it. So what you'll find is that the planning piece I do online, so I make sure that I have some sort of spreadsheet and I fill in the spreadsheet based on the meals. Then after I fill in that spreadsheet based on the meals, I add and do the research for different recipes that I want to be cooking for the week, and I add the ingredients to a Google Keep to-do list so that whenever I'm grocery shopping, I'm actually checking off the items off of that to-do list, and it makes it super simple. Then once we go shopping and we bring the food back, then we lay out all of the food and we try to figure out what do we need to prep now, what do we need to just put away. And I'll walk you through the prep for the now prep, so that we have the veggies chopped and any of the proteins cooked. We try to make the oatmeal and any of the complex carbs like rice or sweet potatoes as well. Try to get those all taken care of so that the whole point of the batch day, or what's commonly called batch day or prep day, is to make sure that there are grab and go options that are healthy and sustainable through the week. So this tends to get us through most of the week. Sometimes we do have to go shopping again, or sometimes we have to improvise a little bit based on some of the things that we bought. But for the most part, I'm just walking you through the pre-planning, the planning, and the shopping and chopping. So have fun, enjoy, and let me know if you have any comments down in the box below. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, I'd love to know what kind of things you would like to see, and give me those comments below as well. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. So first things first, you need a copy of the calendar, and if you're sharing, make sure you have that calendar. Then you'll need my daily meals template, which I can always share with you, and I'll link below. And you'll also need some form of notes, which I use Google Keep right here, and that's how I use my to-dos. Once you have all of those, you'll want to sit down at a computer and take a look at the calendar and figure out places where you overlap. Let's say if you're living with someone, and if you're not, where do you have free moments in your week where you need to plan for meals? Then I enter this information into my daily meals template. So let's say on Monday, I know that I need to plan a dinner, and then I'm going to be home on Tuesday as well, so I can use leftovers from Monday. So I'll fill in where I do need dinners, and I'll also fill in where I don't need dinners, so that I'll have a comprehensive view of how I need to plan. Once I know what days I'll need to plan for different dinners and lunches, etc., I'll go to websites like blueapron.com or foodnetwork.com to find my recipes. Then I'll add those recipes to my daily meals template, just to make sure that I'm filling in when we will need to have food and when we won't have food. And then after that, I'll continue to go back and forth at the recipes and the different websites, and I'll continue to add things to the template, and I'll also be adding the recipe ingredients to my grocery list. So my grocery list will continue to grow, and this grocery list is great because it is synced with my phone, so that I can use it when I'm grocery shopping. For the weekly Trader Joe's run, after we've now made out our grocery list and plan, right?
I'm looking forward to getting some good groceries.
When we go to the grocery store, we try to make this as efficient as possible. So I like to make out the grocery list so that it goes from outer to inner. We start with the dairy section, and we move into the internal section where we get our complex carbs and sometimes our olive oils. And then we move to the produce section and spend most of our time here in this section. This makes it a very efficient shopping trip, and it also allows us to keep our produce on top and to make sure that we are thinking about and buying the appropriate foods. We should be eating more produce than anything else anyway. So this is a great opportunity to cut down on the time that you spend grocery shopping and making sure that you're getting the best time and food for your money. Okay, so as I start to think about what it is that I want to be taken care of, what I do is I try to choose the vegetables that I want to cut for the week, and then the rest of the vegetables that I need to use for the the recipes. So I know that I need some cauliflower here for the recipe, so I'll put that to the side. I know these are also put to the side. And then these here, these beans, zucchini, Brussels, they all need to be cooked for salad. Now that I've gotten my veggies, so I take these here, and these here for Brian's lunches. This we'll want to cook in bulk. This I'll just stick in the refrigerator because we just ran out of it. This we need for tonight. This I'll also want to cook as a part of a carb, so we'll peel and then we'll slice it and then we'll cook it. These, Brian will need to calculate how many eggs he needs for the week. I think he needs about 3 per day, and he needs them at least for the 5 days, so he'll need about 15. So he'll have to hard boil these. And then these just go over here. So now that we've done all of the separation, it's now time to cook. I like to start with the steaming and the boiling so that can happen very quickly. So here I am steaming some broccoli and then also boiling some eggs for the week so Brian has some grab and go breakfasts. When the eggs are done, I'll then go ahead and start the steel cut oatmeal. Here I'm making steel cut oatmeal. I want to make a lot of oatmeal, so I'm taking 8 cups of water to 2 cups of steel cut oats, and that'll cook with a little bit of stirring for probably about 20 to 30 minutes. After getting the hot stuff on the stove started so that it's cooking, I like to then start chopping. This is my favorite part. I find it to be pretty meditative. But I will chop up any of the veggies we have. So here we have Brussels sprouts, which I'll then prepare with a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper, and then I'll start with some additional veggies. And now we have some of these haricot vert. I like to cut these into really small pieces. I just try to even them out a bit. Now that I have these zucchini, we're having some zucchini for tomorrow's dinner and for tonight's dinner, and the rest of the zucchini will be for Brian's lunches. So, these zucchini here kind of shedding. So what I like to do is just prep them early. So I'll just cut them lengthwise, cut the ends off, and then cut them lengthwise, and make sure that I can then cut them into half moons. That gives them a versatile quality, so if you cut them into half moons, you can saute them, you can cut them into even smaller pieces. The half moons are really nice in salads as well. I like to make mine even smaller, but whenever I cook them, I just saute them with a little bit of olive oil. Sometimes I put some Parmesan cheese on top, sometimes I also put almonds in it as well. But super easy with olive oil, salt, pepper, and just make it very quick, like grab and go zucchini. Now time to cut the tomatoes. These ones are so easy. You could probably go without cutting the tomatoes. I just happen to like tomatoes when they're already pre-cut because then they don't squirt their little juice. And it just makes it a little bit easier to eat, especially when you're packing your salad. So, I just go ahead and cut. Here we'll sprinkle some olive oil and some kosher salt on top of the sliced Brussels sprouts. And at the same time, I also cut the sweet potatoes and did the same thing with the sweet potatoes so that they're both ready to go into the oven at the same time. You might as well get some maximization out of that oven time. While the sweet potatoes and Brussels cook, I emptied the oatmeal into this glass container. And then I get ready to start the salad dressing. Making salad dressing is so much easier and healthier. So I'll just add some olive oil, Dijon mustard, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, balsamic vinegar, and just add it to a container and then shake away. Shake, 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 shake until it is completely emulsified and ready to go. So the sweet potatoes and the Brussels sprouts are done, and that happened while we were making the dressing. So I just go ahead and put them in that glass container and they're ready to go. Now congratulate yourself. I wanted to show you everything that we have prepared. So first we have the hard-boiled eggs. Those are done very easily, first things first. Then we went ahead and we cut up the different vegetables. So we cut up a little bit of the haricot vert. Those are done. We put the sweet potatoes in the container. We made sure we had some oatmeal, all done, ready to go. These also are easy to grab and go for morning breakfasts. Put the tomatoes and the Brussels sprouts in their own containers, the steamed broccoli and the zucchini all ready to go. And we also have our homemade salad dressing. So everything is ready to be assembled. I have spinach in the refrigerator, so that'll be ready too.